Ooh, excellent connection. That's good. My internet was eating ass earlier. I needed that confidence boost. I'm pretty sure it's working. I see it working on my phone. So, you know what? I'll go with it's actually working. I'll just still wait a bit though. Like, that isn't. Hmm. You know what? Hey, let's just say it's working. Let's go with that. I'm pretty sure it is. Uh, you know, fuck. If it's not, whatever. Yeah, no, I decided to schedule the stream. Kind of regret doing that because that was more complicated than necessary. But whatever. I'll just immediately go into ending A. Ending A. Damn, there's no music? Alright. One who does not cherish sacrifice does not deserve to move forward. I cannot open the door to someone who is not yet ready. You must stop here. Please, turn back. Seems good on this end? Thank you. Because I was really not that confident, but thanks. It won't be hard. Your steps will be light as a feather as you leave everything that you've shouldered. We shall meet here again once you are finally prepared. Although, I am not sure if our chance to meet anew will come or not. What? Is that fucking... That's fucking it? Oh my... Okay, what's up? Hey, please have more substance towards me. I thought you might have had a different outcome, seeing as you found the answers. Yet, even you failed. It must mean that failure is an inevitable cycle for us then. Look on the bright side though. Even though we're failures, we managed to achieve at least one thing. We'll be able to see Carmen again like this. Although we can't take a nap lying in the field under the warm sun like we used to. She's alive. She's watching us. Don't worry. She'll understand. She'll tell you that even though you couldn't make it to the end, you did a good job getting here at least. You'll have eternal rest with her. Yeah, deadass, he just fucking kicked us out. What an asshole. At least this seems to be more though. We should have just listened to Benjamin in the first place. My biggest regret, my biggest sin, is that I didn't stop when I should have. Carmen is our son, so it doesn't matter if we stay underground forever. Oh wow, that is fucking depressing. God, okay. Yeah, kick us out again. That's much better. Attention to all employees. We offer you our congratulations for the start of your honorable retirement. This broadcast is pre-recorded. Let us think now, Carmen. I know you can't hear my voice, but I don't care. I won't try to open any more doors. I hope that I'm with you when I open my eyes again someday. We thank you for your hard and earnest work, and have great, respectful gratitude for your efforts and loyalty. Good night. Wow, okay, God, that was depressing. Yes, hello, God. Do you wish to know why it has come to this? A self-destruct would be... Yeah, that'd be preferable to just... Actually, was that a self-destruct? You know, deadass I might have been. It is due to your lack of self-faith. Faithless actions only result in a dreadful death. Do not worry. I shall demonstrate, for I know everything. You are me, and I am you. I am the only one of us who realized the one truth and stood atop the world itself. I am the you who shall leave the past I walked once and choose to join the world she truly wanted to create. And you and I, we shall be the us who can do whatever we imagine from now on. Alright, so the inverted tree of life in the nest of Lobotomy Corporation. Behold. Fucking... Witness how this lost-ridden world is perfected by us. Phone notification, it doesn't matter. The foolish god, named rationality, ruled over this world until this moment. No, to call it a god is an overstatement. It is simply a tragic illusion. We shall drag it down from the heavens with our own hands and open everyone's eyes to the truth. Yes, the world Carmen yearned for will soon unravel before your eyes. Alright. You know, far be it from me to say, but I don't exactly think Carmen yearned for this. Yeah, you know, it seems maybe a bit off. Unleashing the evil tree, yeah. Monsters, help me, please. Something weird's growing out of me. Look at this. I'm not laughing. I can't do that laugh. Something growing, yeah, deadass. Something growing out of somebody. That's like multiple abnormalities, like deadass. Let us create this paradise, you and I. Even the head and the eye are merely human. They cannot stop those of us who have accepted the truth. You know that everything we witness in this land is only a shadow, and that you never saw the truth until now. With this, the plump fruit of redemption will reach everyone's hearts. Those abandoned, those who hold power, those with wealth, those who remain hopeful, all of them. The tree of humanity will reach the root of this world. Again, behold. Did I not declare that all shall be free in the end? Okay, that's even more fucked up than ending B. Yeah, good. Depression. Okay. You know what, honestly, I think there's only like... I was thinking of like some good abnormality pages to read, but I could only think of like 2, and I'm thinking of reading through the bird ones, because I don't fully know the story of what happened with like the Black Forest and all that, so I'm interested to read the bird ones, and then I'll hop over to what do you call it, Library of Ruina. But first I need to drink some damn water. So yeah, this and Bloodbath are actually like the good ones to read through. Although actually, no, I think I want to read that one after Bloodbath. Yeah. There's Bloodbath. Alright. An abnormality which contains the pain of all those who couldn't take their sorrow in stride. A bath of a gloomy color, topped off with blood. The blood is always kept in equilibrium, it never overflows. Only despair can be found in its sunken depths. Unbearable depression overwhelms all who look into the bath. Ah, gotcha, it's ending C. Okay, it's good to know. In an instant, it can pull a nearby person into it. It bears no considerable strength, but those who suffer from its crushing depression do not resist. It devours the victim until nothing remains except for their wrists. All the hands which float in the bath are pale. Exsanguinated? Yeah, I'll go with that's what it is. They stretch into the air and reach out as if asking for help. It is no easy feat to cut one's wrist with a sane mind. A strong will is needed, with the resolve to make multiple attempts. Only when it is sliced, as if one were simply cutting a mere slab of meat, can they achieve this. Only when one yearns for death that much can they succeed. I eternally regret not realizing to ask her why she needed that industrial knife. I eternally regret not realizing that she was hiding her wrists with long sleeves. I eternally regret not realizing that she always took extra care to hide them whenever I spoke with her. I eternally regret not realizing that I never heard her cheerful laughter anymore, and that she roamed around the company with a lifeless eyes more and more often. I can't even imagine how painful it would be to cut your wrists. I found out that the only reason she could manage to do something like that was that she cut hers straight through. We always popped open a bottle of wine every time we succeeded. It became one of our customs. She told us that it only takes one slight misstep to fall into indifferent habit if we get too used to success. Thus, We should always smile, rejoice, and celebrate every little thing in the wake of success. And we should never neglect failure, as success can be born from a pile of failures. When I saw the lattice work of scars on her wrist, I was reminded of our wine cabinet. We had used up so many of the bottles there. There was only one left. That day, I popped the cork of the last one. God, okay. Damn, I'm really fucking thirsty, but... That was, the Bloodbath, ego. That was pulled after Carmen killed herself. Via, of course, cutting her wrist, as the story was so intent on telling us. I believe she did that suicide because of, a knock. Like, he died. Tippereth, the female one, don't remember her fucking name. She got a bit pissed off. Kind of understandable, I won't deny. And then, Carmen killed herself via guilt. And then this is like, the afterfall of it. A queen lives alone in the frosty winter forest. Like whoever story starts, Kai was a child with a kind heart. When the shards of a mirror made by an evil fairy were scattered on everyone's heart, Kai began to see things he didn't want to see, or need to see. He left the small village he grew up in. In an unforgiving blizzard, Kai met the Snow Queen. He became curious of the world beyond his knowledge. He felt as though everything he knew amounted to so little. The snow palace he reached was so cold, but the Snow Queen's kiss froze his heart, and he couldn't feel the cold anymore. There was no joy in the palace, only the long winter night. Gerda was strong enough to remain unpierced by the mirror, and brave enough to go on a journey to rescue Kai. So, she set off towards the snow palace. The journey was agonizing. Gerda was hurt and pained. Sometimes she cried. However, eventually, Gerda met Kai. Spring arrived with blossoming roses. Its warmth melted the Snow Queen's palace, and the piece of mirror in Kai's heart evaporated without a trace. Then, left all alone, the Snow Queen omitted. Oh hey, what's up? I just read that now. I'm trying to focus on this and read chat. Bit difficult. It's whatever. I remember the day we put her in the cryo coffin with our own hands. At some point, her joyous laughter was gone. She just cycled through laughing and crying, and eventually she was found in a bathtub soaked in red with her wrist cut. We did not believe in death. I will have her reconstructed from the machines I have detested for my entire life, but have become the only answer. She would have been disgusted by me for this, dying in that bathtub. However, we were too far down the road filled with remorse and regret to feel any sort of guilt. One day, it spoke to me. I remember you. You were a kind-hearted person. The moment I heard it, I was seized by the urge to destroy what I had created with my own hands. Damn, yeah, Lobotomy Corporation, just no fucking happiness in this goddamn game. But that's talking about after Carmen had killed herself. A found the only way was to put a piece of Carmen, into Angela. And then Angela woke up, apparently knew the memories of Carmen. And then A immediately went and oh, fuck, that's terrible. No shit, should not have done that. God damn it. See, I'll just read through like the 3 bird ones and then Apocalypse Bird. I'll start off with Punishing Bird, but okay, there it is. Good. Okay, wow, yeah, wealth of shit to read. A small and confident bird that punishes the evil, guilty, and all sorts of irreverent people. Some employees have said that it is cute when the bird mightily flutters its tiny wings. People have been committing sins long ago. Why do they commit sins knowing it's wrong? The small bird pondered. It must be because there's no one to punish people for their misdeeds. If someone takes that role, then no foul act would happen in this world ever again. With this in mind, the little bird left the forest it had been living in and never went back. And the big bird, a judgment bird. That's Apocalypse. God damn it. Oh, does it go by 3? Okay, it goes by 3. I was thinking I only went by ones. Sweet Christ, this is a shit ton. Oh wait, I saw you. There we go. A bird that used to judge the living in the dark forest, carrying around an unbalanced scale. The scale always tilts in the same direction, but it doesn't know this as its eyes are covered. Or perhaps it's turning a blind eye to the truth. In fact, the bird was once an even-handed justiciar. Its scale would never neglect the weight of even the smallest sin. The long bird made a scale that was capable of weighing any sin to maintain the peace of the forest. At one point, the bird's eyes could see through anything. The eyes always shone brilliantly, burning like stars in the night sky, but it gave its eyes to the big bird in order to protect the forest. Now, only the void fills its eye sockets. The bandage is in tatters, like it could tear off at any second. The bird's face was once covered in gleaming feathers, but they fell out as it spent too much time without sunlight. All that remains is the unjust scale. The long bird continues on, doling out judgment. And then the final one, which is the big bird over here. Alright, Sesame Street. Oh god, Sesame Street. Yeah, that's a lot. A large, many-eyed bird that patrols the dark forest with an everlasting lamp. Unlike regular birds, it lacks wings and has long arms instead with which it can pick things up. Omitted, would stare intently at anyone it found, young or old, and bite their head off. There is a tale of a beast that lies in the deepest, darkest part of the forest who dazzles creatures away never to be seen again. To protect all the creatures from the beast, the big bird burned all of its feathers to make a wick. Oh, wait. Burned all of its feathers to make a wick? How? Yeah, whatever. And then made a lamp that would burn forever. With this eternally lit lamp... Oh no, okay, so the feathers acted as the... Okay, now I see. With this eternally lit lamp, the big bird wandered the forest, warning the creatures to not stray too deep into the trees. Thanks to the large bird, fewer creatures fell victim to the beast in the forest. However, it was still concerned for the creatures still being killed by the beast. An idea struck the big bird's mind. If I killed the creatures first, then no one would be killed by the beast. Since then, only rumors of a beast that would bite your head off flew around the dark forest. It is said that the beast carefully examines and stares at his victims to see if they are the beast that lures helpless creatures away. This is a tale from an old town in the area of Redacted. We heard the tale from the town's oldest inhabitant, Redacted. Although there is a general assumption that the tale was told to prevent children from entering the forest, it is uncertain who first inherited the tale. Sup? I was seeing the 3 alt endings. I'll check your reaction post-stream though. I mean, deadass. Ending A? I mean, not much there. Ending B? Depressing. Ending C? Even more depressing. So, I don't know what I expected from Lobotomy Corporation. Even the true ending in this shit was depressing. God damn. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I just came to the realization nothing in this game is happiness. I suppose the normal ending, but not really. We can't do anything while the abnormality has its eyes open. It stares intently, and as it keeps staring, omitted. This is why we need to put it to sleep first. We can only begin working when all of its numerous dozens of eyes have entered into slumber. And it turns out that the tale was not made up. We could find this large bird in the forest. Right after that, we try to look for the beast that dazzles people. We searched through every nook and cranny of the forest, investigated every single creature in detail. A month later, we came to this conclusion: there was no such beast in the forest, except for that big bird. This abnormality is completely ignorant of the common perception of death. The abnormalities that reside in this corporation can be placed into 2 different categories. The first category is those who understand perfectly well what the concept and meaning of death is, and will attack our staff with the intent to kill. The second has those who are aware of the concept of death, but attack without malicious intent. This abnormality we have contained here fits into neither of those two categories. To this bird, death in itself is salvation. If it just ripped the head off of a poor little girl who got lost in the forest to it, there was no mistake, malice, or murder. It thinks it's just saved the girl from the beast. Okay, wow, that sounds like a shit existence. And yeah, apocalypse bird, which is like all the birds came together for this thing. God damn, I'm gonna die of dehydration by the end of this shit. Okay. After this, I'm straight going into general invitations. I need a break of reading aloud. Known to come when the world is filled with sin, many employees fear the advent of this abnormality. To talk about this bird, we first need to tell the story of the Black Forest. We must remember the forest that was once so peaceful and beautiful. And the apocalypse shall follow. The tale of the Black Forest. Once upon a time, 3 happy birds lived in a warm and lush forest. The birds had no names, though the creatures of the forest would call them Big Bird, Long Bird, and Small Bird. Real fucking creative, guys, real creative. Everyone lived freely and happily together in the peaceful forest. The birds wanted the forest to be safe more than anyone else. That way creatures from the outside could visit and have fun. It was a warm and sunny afternoon when a stranger visited the peaceful forest. He was a traveler, pioneer, and prophet, but at the same time, he was a nobody. He wanted to enter the forest, but the birds found him suspicious, so they didn't let him in. The stranger, angered, told the birds as he left, "Soon a tragedy will befall the forest. It will be tainted with misdeeds and evil, and there will be constant conflict. The tragedies will only stop when a terrible beast appears and devours everything. The sun and moon will shine upon the forest no longer. The forest will never go back to what it was before." The birds worried about the prophecy. What if conflicts really break out and a beast shows up to harm the forest, just like the man said? That's when the birds decided to become the guardians of the forest. They loved this forest more than anyone else did, so they wanted to protect the creatures living in the forest and keep the peace. Big Bird, with its many eyes, decided to watch over the forest for intruders. For Big Bird's eyes could see very far, and see things we cannot see. Then somebody said, "But what if the beast shows up in the middle of the night when the sky is dark and everyone is asleep?" Worried, Big Bird burned all of its feathers to make an everlasting lamp. Now the creatures of the forest were under Big Bird's constant watch, day and night. To keep the forest peace, Longbird weighed the sins of those who entered the forest, for Longbird's scale was fair and just, and could weigh any and all kinds of sins. Then somebody said, "But what if the scale doesn't tip in either direction someday?" Worried, Longbird made a scale that always tipped to one side. That way every judgment would yield a clear verdict. Smallbird decided to punish the creature's wrongdoings with its beak. Then somebody said, "But your beak is so small, no one would find it hurtful." Worried, Smallbird tore its mouth wide so it could swallow any creature in one bite. No one could visit the forest anymore, and bad rumors about the forest began to spread outside. "I heard terrible things happen to any creature that enters the forest." The Big Bird is always watching the creatures of the forest. There's no freedom. The Longbird's scale isn't fair at all. The Smallbird's punishment is so scary. The birds got upset. "We work so hard to protect the forest. Why doesn't anyone appreciate our efforts?" Fewer and fewer visitors came to the forest. More and more creatures were complaining. Fights broke out daily, and yet the birds continued to work even harder to make the forest peaceful again. But no, this forest is so vast and wide, the 3 of us aren't enough to protect all of it. But there is no creature to protect this forest but us. If we combined our power, we could be stronger. Fire whoever said that. They're a fucking moron. Goddamn. The day when Big Bird's eyes that could see hundreds of kilometers away, Longbird who could judge any sin, and Smallbird's mouth that could devour everything united into one, darkness fell upon the forest. Creatures screamed in terror and fear at the sight of the bird, and the forest soon fell into mayhem. Then, in the middle of all the chaotic cries, somebody shouted, "It's a beast! A big scary monster lives in the black, dusky forest." The beast is here. The three birds, now as one, looked around, but there was no one to be seen. The bird began to prowl the forest, looking for the beast. The forest would be in trouble if the beast really showed up. But there was nothing. There were no creatures, no sun and moon, and no beast. All that was left was just a bird in the black forest. Since then, there was only nights dark as pitch. Rumor says there is a terrible beast in the black forest where no one lives. And a testimony by the survivor. Every single light in the facility went crazy. They kept flickering and flickering. I couldn't even use my lighter. Then this warm light shone through it all. It looked like a waning twilight or a growing sunrise. Though as we all know, sunlight can't make its way into our facility. Everyone silently gazed at the light. Sudden darkness and a weird ray of light were enough reason to be frightened. It was scarier than anything gory we'd seen here. It was a true fear of the unknown itself. That means that person died if it's omitted. Something from afar was coming our way. Incandescent lights like stars from outer space were marching towards us. It looked like Big Bird's eyes, but it wasn't that abnormality. I could hear these long arms scratching the floor. Someone broke the silence with a whisper. That guy over there couldn't run away in time. There was an employee kneeling on the floor. Perhaps he couldn't sense the danger approaching behind him. And once he noticed, it was too late. He couldn't even scream. Nobody would have been able to then. He was just meaninglessly struggling to move his legs, desperate to run from the beast. There was no heroic act of someone standing up against the monster, not even a yell to warn him. Everyone was just watching him, waiting for the terrible thing that was about to happen. Each step sent a tremor through the whole facility. The monster was moving with such slow steps, but it seemed so fast. In the blink of an eye, it devoured the nameless employee in one bite, and right after that, everyone started screaming in chaos. I had gone through handling countless suppressions, but that day, for the first time, I regretted ever joining the company. I was certain I wouldn't get out of there alive. This helplessness overwhelmed me. I couldn't even think about fighting back against the monster, and many others were feeling the same. I think I'm the only one who stayed sane enough to write this among all the survivors. The company will never tell our newbies about the existence of that monster. However, I wanted to leave them a warning at the very least. That's why I'm writing this. Yeah, I mean, that's true enough. The fucking Apocalypse Bird kicked my ass. Kinda made me its bitch, and I've never suppressed it. Maybe in the future I'll upload a video of me suppressing it. I mean, before that I'd actually need to suppress it. So that's gonna be insane to try and do. But I think I could get it done. And time to just do some general invitations. Because I don't think there's no other abnormality pages that really like shout out to me to read. Alright, time to avoid a copyright right there, alright. So yeah, I haven't done anything in Urban Plague yet. I plan to record tomorrow and then I'll do like all the stuff in Urban Plague. Heard I want to go from left to right, so I'll be able to do that. And then I think like, when I do that, I think that will generally open up the invitations to have a bunch more shit. Good morning. It's morning for you? God damn. For me it's damn near midnight. Looking forward to the chaos of that suppression then. Yeah, last time I did cripple myself with entering into the shelter and not bringing somebody out. And this time I plan to have like all level 5 employees. So I did the axe gang a bit ago, just like when I was fucking around. But does anyone know of like any good things I have now with like my current books? I kind of doubt there is any. Okay, yeah, grade 8 fixers, good, gotcha, worthless. Okay. How about you? You, we'll follow it up by axe gang. Okay, and that's also ass. Fuck. How about, let's take Rain, Olga, and Mika. Okay, that's axe gang. God damn it. Okay. How about Zulu, fucking Dino, and Gyeong-mi. There isn't a lot of general invitations at this point. God damn it. Axe gang grunt. You know, I'm pretty sure it's Axe Gang, but the game didn't tell me, so whatever, I'll fight him. I just need like some break from reading. I'll fight these things, then maybe fight Olga or something afterwards if there really isn't anything. Ah, shit. Urban Plagues when the fungs begin and you'll get some good general. It's 6:30 in the morning, goddamn. Good key pages are usually found in Urban Nightmare 2 above. Opens up when you get some Urban Plague books, alright. I did not mean to pull this team in, but you know what, it's also like the first fucking fight, so hey, I'm sure they— oh god, I hate that move. Yeah, do that. I mean, I'm sure you'll be fine. Fuck it, just go pure offense. Okay, that's working out well enough. Okay, you failed me. Yeah, thank you, appreciate it. Alright. No one fighting you? Nope. Although actually, yeah, I say take that one. Papa, your shield. Anyone weak to slash? You are. Alright, good. Then you could take— you don't have any pierce. Yeah, I say just do that anyway. Okay, y'all are getting your shit rocked. Guys, like, come on. Oh my god. Thank you. He hit you for like a lot more. Yeah, whatever, dude. The bonus stagger damage on you. Okay, non-stop assault. Can we get a one-sided attack? We sure as— yeah, we can. All right. You have like no defensive shit. Just hey, go full offense. If you die, that's not my problem. You're getting double hit, but yeah, you know, it's, you know, whatever. He'll tank it through. He'll be fine. They got this. I'm confident. God. Okay, guys, they're a general invitation. They're pussies. Like, I know I didn't bill you guys exactly the best, but okay, that's terrible. Tank it out. You'll need that. Okay. Meet that one with retaliate. I'm conflicted. I can kill, but I also need to defend. How about this? Meet that one with retaliate. You— I think a rampage is probably too much. Okay, I'm not confident in mutilate. Fuck it, just pop a rampage. Dodge and strike and death. It's whatever. I just want these guys to get this fight over with quick enough. Thank you, appreciate it. Okay. You have more speed, thank the fucking heavens. Okay, you'll have to take on 2. Use fence. Use that disgusting shit. I'm pretty sure— okay. So I heard that I could pop out tab. Yeah, you could do that. Like, I click on this and I— okay, yeah, that's how that works. That's good to see. Okay, good, you got that off before. You dodged that, blocked it. Alright, good, you're staggering it. And you could, eat shit, but that doesn't matter. Alright, good, get the kill. Hey, nice. Pop out that. Utilize handling work and strong strike. I mean, we win it staggered anyway. Alright, cool. So, what's this one? God damn it, it's literally just the fucking same. Alright. Who— okay, I had good shit on. Okay, apparently only Assad. Fuck it, I'll just use Assad to get this fight over with. I was gonna use Netsack, but I've already done this fight before, so I might as well just try and speedrun it. I try out using Netsack against Olga, because, you know, Netsack isn't exactly insane. Okay, so fuck, no one's really attacking you. I suppose they're attacking with that. So say pop that hit out, and then pop— oh yeah, shit, that's right. Alright, pop out that. Okay, you are getting targeted and do not have any guarding things. Okay. Just do that. Followed up by loosen up. Can you take— no, you cannot take the hit. You can take that one though. Good, do it. And then you can pop a loosen up on— I say that one. Okay. Jesus Christ, dude. Thank you for getting one hit off. Okay, you saw that's what shit I like to see. Alright, good, good. And let's take that one. Okay, who's doing what? Okay, sneak in a hit on that one. Cancel that. Do it on that one, see if you can't stagger it. Yeah, you'll move before it. So see if you can't stagger it in the meantime. Okay, you're getting targeted by both of them. Your speed is quite garbage actually, so... yeah, you're gonna have to take like both their hits, but it's whatever. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. Okay, good, good. Okay, that was pitiful. Oh my god. Yeah, hit your son more, he deserves more hits. Not using trinkets? What do you mean by trinkets? Oh, those. I may not be using trinkets. Like the little gifts afterwards, I don't think I'm actually using those. Okay. You can have an unimpeded attack. Yeah, you'll meet that one. So you could pop out. Pop that. Followed up by that. And then you could put like, I don't know, cutting or some shit, dude. Stay calm, although I want you to do that. Alright. Oh wait, that one has like one stagger. Oh shit. Do you mean battle symbols? Maybe, I don't know. Oh shit. Alright. Okay, good, that one's staggered now. Followed up by that hit, alright, nice. Alright. I mean, hardly matters at this point, just push the hit. Brawl. Stay calm. Okay, you have like 2 zeros. Good. You'll restore a shit ton of light, dude. So like, hey, good luck with that. Oh god. Okay. There we go. Thank you, Netsack. Appreciate it. So, how do I do that whole battle system thing? Oh, mostly just aesthetics? Because I saw, like... is that the battle symbol? Is that what we're talking about? Probably. More HP. Yeah. Like, how would I imagine it would maybe be here? Maybe? Yeah, how would I go about equipping them? I'll just have to wait for the stream to catch up. I am doing the passives a bit though. I haven't really thrown too much into the passives. I think I'll probably do that before I play tomorrow, but I only have like a smidgen right now. Librarian info? Oh, right up there, I gotcha. Ah, okay, okay. You have, okay, nothing. Also nothing. Ah, there you go. Little bit of blood on your cheek, beautiful. Dog ears? God, okay, maybe I don't want you guys wearing this shit. You'll look like fucking morons. 1% chance to boost evade die power by +1. Boost blunt attack damage by +1. Yeah, a higher percentage chance. Although I suppose it is only on blunt. Alright, what about you, Galena? You got anything? Deadass. Looks like a fucking grandma or some shit, dude. Alright. Hopefully in the future I could get like some good drip or something. He looks sick. By God, okay. You know what? Shit, I'm actually glad I was told about this. The eye icon to item? Nah, at this point I want them to look like that. I want them to fight the fucking mountain of smiling bodies looking like a couple morons. Alright, yeah, that's some good shit right there. Alright, so I'll go through the credenza. I think, alright, books. I'll just start off with like actual important ones. Like Brotherhoods of Iron, I don't think like too much matters about that. I already read through Pierre's. The one that mainly intrigues me would be everything with the Isadora. And then, of course, just all these, like all the stories moving into the, what do you call it, the Urban Plague tier. So Julia, oh that's right, you're Julia. I still remember the day when the three of us met for the first time. It was when I joined my previous office. I was actually scared back then. It was the first workplace I was assigned to just after I became a fixer. I was hesitating in front of the glass door, wondering whether I should go in or wait for someone to open it. But then I heard a sound coming from inside. Two people arguing with each other. I decided to get close to the door and eavesdrop on them. Also, wait. In the description of the symbols, there's a method of obtaining them. Yeah, I saw that. But, in case the quality, like the audio quality is bad, just tell me, because I don't know if I'm too quiet or stuff like that. I generally don't tell until I watch it back and I'm like, oh, that's too quiet. So, just tell me how it may sound. How tight did the bonds between our fates have to be to go, or to lead us here? Sigh. I mean, both you and I are first timers. Isn't it reassuring to be with a familiar face? Not at all. When is this Julia person coming anyway? Don't tell me she got disappointed by your pathetic impression and went back already. Audio's fine, alright, nice. She's not coming in because she's intimidated by your facial expression. She gave me a glance, turned back to the tall person with an even fiercer gaze than moments ago, then kicked him in the shin and came striding along towards me. The tall person followed, rubbing his shin. As if the person with pigtails got closer and closer. I found myself stepping backwards, even though I knew I should be saying hello to her. Soon, the chime on the door rang as it opened up, and we stood still for a few seconds like that, not one of us saying a single word. I don't know why, but it was so funny to me that she was puckering her lips, just as hesitant to speak as I was, so I burst out laughing. So that was her meeting Isadora and Walter, alright. San and Julia are old fixer friends of mine, and San's from the streets of District 21, the same place I grew up in. This is a secret I've only told Julia, but San actually used to be a huge coward. It's probably not that surprising to you since he still acts like a coward from time to time. Thinking about the old days makes me laugh though. He'd always train himself so he doesn't lag behind and end up getting scars on his face. And one time, he walked into a dark alleyway, saying exploration shouldn't be a problem for a brave person, even though his face was already full of fear, and then ran back to me in less than a minute. Sounds about right. Sound running. Yeah, it's nothing new there. No, San and Isadora, gotcha. We almost got into serious danger one time. The two of us were hanging out until after dark, and ran into something nasty in a remote street. It happened when I was a little kid, so my memory of that is blurry. All I can remember is looking at San's back, standing in front of me, holding a tree branch he hurriedly picked up. My heart was racing with fright, but looking at his shivering legs made me chuckle a little on the inside. I don't remember what happened after that, as I said. Why am I bringing this all up all of a sudden? I don't know. I was just reminded of the old time seeing San kneel down for the sake of his office juniors. He never changes, huh? Okay, so that's good to know. Because when I was going through the story, I was like, damn, yo, the Isadora fucking hates San, god damn. But no, it was more like a friend giving shit, kind of. I can understand that now. And I also always call her the Isadora instead of Isadore, because I'm just used to the Darkest Dungeon mod, and then saying the Isadora, but it's whatever. Is there a person or a group dedicated to stopping violence or murder in the back streets? Not quite. You're on your own unless you have the money to hire fixers. Protection isn't some volunteer service you can get for free. Fixers risk their lives for it. It will take our lives worth of money to get motivated to work. We're not robots. If you're so afraid, why don't you hire fixers or move to a nest? You're free from all the outside threats when you live in a nest. Unless the nest falls, of course. Actually, wait, hold on. But didn't only like one nest fall? Because wasn't that like a rather rare thing, or do nests fall more often than I think they do? And the only nest that fall, to my knowledge, would be Lobotomy Corporation. Zwei Association is your shield. We protect you, your family, and your home from the syndicates of the back streets, or crazed murderers. If you have the wealth to make a direct request to the association, that is, without due payment, the association will not move. Do you believe our request fee is too expensive, and you would rather request a syndicate? Well, making a request to a syndicate is an option. We don't recommend it. The reason is obvious. No organization in the city that operates without abiding formal procedures can be trusted. Associate fixers are classified into multiple levels. 2 from Section 1, which is the apex, to Section 6, the bottom. There's a world of difference in the salaries and treatment they get. I guess that's because they're much more experienced than us. If I keep trying hard, then maybe I'll be able to join Section 5 someday. Many nests have fallen, but by knowledge we only know of the Lobotomy Corporation. Nests has fallen at the moment, previous nests have fallen as old wings got their singularities exposed or oh. Okay, so when they get their shit exposed, that could also cause them to fall. That's interesting. So that explains why, like, a bunch of their singularities are under wraps. Except for a couple of them, like Time Track, I believe, right? And Warp? Because don't people already kind of know of those? Unless most are getting singularities fucked up. Who knows. Nests fall occasionally, though a new corp takes its place usually in a relatively timely manner. Okay. Associate fixers are classified into multiple levels. 2. Wait, hold on, I read that shit. Right? Yes, I read that. It's not an easy feat to get out of Section 6, of course. It takes a huge effort, or perhaps something that can't be accomplished with effort alone. I'm a fresh member here, so there's still a lot for me to learn. Still, I'm gonna pick up experience as I resolve the missions assigned to me, and I'll probably figure out what to do in time. The Zwei tends to be more defensive than other associations or offices. Our main purpose is not to fight and win, but rather to ensure the safety of our clients. We don't perpetuate unnecessary killings in our duty of protecting people. Oh, the Singularities still have a lot of secrets? Alright, gotcha. Yeah, you could hear about what happens to a singularity when a singularity gets exposed to the public in the Stray Dogs pages. Ooh, okay. So, right there. Okay, nice. This way tends to be more defensive than other associations or offices. Our main purpose is not to fight and win. Hold up, I read that shit again. Okay. I'm pretty sure I haven't read that though. Thus, if you're looking to make a request for someone's death, we recommend seeking other associations for it. Random nestings in the city without something shady going on. Yeah, that's true. I mean, whenever that question is posed of like, what video game world would you wish to live in? Lobotomy Corporation and Library, that's one that has never once crossed my mind. Who would choose to live in this godforsaken world? Like, sweet Christ, it is terrible. The associations handle requests often made for fixers, such as security, combat, assassination, intel, patenting, and trades. When there's money, there are associations. The associations follow the demand, not the other way around. Demand equals requests, and requests equals profit. Scary to live in such a place. It's true. Okay, damn, why did that... The fucking nobody talked like much more than all three of them combined. It may seem too materialistic to you, but seeing how the associations work, you'll have to agree that money is their prime objective. For instance, the associations sort and classify every single notable event in the city, urban myths, urban legends, urban plagues, urban nightmares, and stars of the city. Risk is not what determines their grade. The only question that matters is how much people are willing to pay to have the threat eliminated. The world is interesting, that is true, but I do prefer a third-person perspective. If I was in that world, I don't think I would want to learn much about it, because like, with every new thing you learn, it just becomes shittier and shittier. Like if somebody opened up a history book, I'd be like, now close that thing. Do not tell me of the horrors of the past and of the present. I'm good. Some fools laugh at these accessories I'm wearing. Dude, it's just a chain. It's kinda stupid though. They think I'm a glossy punk trying to look cool. Figured out with random ornaments without a second thought. What they don't know is that these ain't just for fashion. Oh, he's talking about the tattoos, gotcha. They're good for making arrogant idiots let their guards down. But before that, they're workshop products with real practical uses. Yeah, because as I was told prior, yeah, nano tattoos. Which sounds absolutely ridiculous, but yes, they do have, they benefit the user. Still called fucking nano tattoos though. Also, my cat is going insane in the background. I don't know if that's picking up, but goddamn, he is going wild. You heard about... Wait, hold up. You heard about how people use belts to choke others? Didn't ya? These accessories are similar to that. They're useful for beating someone to death, though I gotta take the risk that comes from using them. Expensive gadgets crafted by premium workshops have almost zero side effects. On the other hand, this ring, for example, lets me deliver a harder blow with my punches, but it chafes the skin of my hand at the same time. Oh my god, you pussy. Jesus Christ, it's like a ring that chafes your skin a bit. You'll survive. I want nano tattoos IRL too. No need to go to the gym anymore. That is true. I'm not one for tattoos, but if somebody was like, hey yo, this tattoo was like steroids but engraft on your body, I would get that shit immediately. He's actually talking about his necklace. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, by the time that comment picks up, I kind of already know. The stream delays, it's a bit annoying, but like I don't think my internet can handle a better one than I believe it's 20 seconds, but it's whatever. This one's on me for using it too long, and here quality products usually get regular repairs and maintenance to prevent that. The side effects on my gear is pretty minor and negligible, but in worst cases, you get some poor sod whose neck got snapped by the necklace they're wearing. And his ring 4, scratch that. Oh, so the ring for the move. Okay, interesting. Tattoos are the cleanest type of augment procedure you can get. I only got it because Gyeong-mi pushed me to give it a shot. I'm pretty satisfied with the result. It doesn't cost an awful lot, and it looks pretty damn nice too. Weak-ass wimps run away from the sight of my tattoo. But you see, coolness isn't the only notable feature of these tattoos. Dude, this shit sounds like an ad. I mean, you sold me already, but goddamn. There's tons of tattoo types, depending on the quality of the ink and the materials used. But generally speaking, you could have results like bursts of strength, or skin. Sorry. I'm laughing because I'm hearing my cat go fucking wild in the background. It's whatever. Skin is hard to steal. It used to be a singularity, but ever since the wing owning the tech got snapped, and its patent expired, everyone and the mother's been using it. Don't get tattoos that are too cheap though. You might wake up to find melted flesh. You get exactly what you pay for in the city. Bastards are only honest when money's involved. Interesting ass haircut. It's true that our syndicate's sort of intimidating and got a tight hierarchy going on, but the bond between members is strong. We're actually leagues nicer than those office fucks who exploit and abandon each other with every breath. Melted flesh? Yeah, no, never mind. Yeah, take a loan out. Take a loan out, you got the tattoos, and then no loan sharks are gonna come after you because you got some sick ass tattoos, you know? Like, yeah. Those crooked bastards will do anything for profit. I'm sometimes in awe of the shit they pull. You know, I hear that. I don't know if I fully trust it. I mean, I do believe that other places are garbage, but like... No, maybe the bond isn't terrible, because the first time we saw that, they were like talking shit to each other. But they also all entered into the portal, so maybe there's a bit of camaraderie going on there? Maybe. Just get the most expensive tattoos you can afford. Wait, I actually used to be a rat. Yeah, those filthy and wretched rats everyone looks down upon. It's amazing that I'm now standing shoulder to shoulder with the dogs, ain't it? I busted my ass crawling up the ladder. I did everything in my power, got a small tattoo with the little cash I had, and rummaged through trash to find worn but still usable accessories. It was a damn tough climb, but now that I'm up here, I'm starting to feel like it might have been better off just to live as a rat. Here, a strict barking order set up between members. It's nothing like the rats who move in close packs. Sometimes I do miss my old family. Well, as far as I know, there's something similar to it, IRL, but not in this form, of course. Steroids? We're talking about steroids? I mean, I would imagine. Interesting. And don't actually take a loan out in the city. Yeah. Nah, I'll be fine. It won't be. I would imagine the loan sharks are fucking terrible. God damn, that man looks tired though. Even if you make your way up to the big leagues and become a decently influential syndicate, there's still loads of stronger gangs above you. And they peck at you all the same. No matter how far a syndicate climbs and tries, you just can't suppress the 5 fingers at the top. Syndicates ain't too different from fixers, in that you have to repeat the same stupid shit following orders from above. So in my opinion, holding onto your place seems wiser than trying to climb up, out of ambition or greed. Unless you're at rock bottom, of course. Someone's gotta be below us to serve as a punch bag, ain't that right? You may have missed a lot. Oh, I only went through I pretty much only went through that, and now Stray Dogs, and just went through ABC and a couple of abnormality pages in Lobotomy Corporation. So I'm thinking Molar office. Yeah, because I'm intrigued in this story the most, because the page that is following after it is related to Lobotomy Corporation, and I mean that has me intrigued, you know? Every useful workshop technology is patented. The city strictly forbade making or selling products using technology patented by another workshop without purchasing the rights to it. If anyone infringes this regulation and still uses the technology they shouldn't have access to, they will receive a cease and desist letter up to 3 times. When you receive the warning, you must pay all profit you earn through the infringement to A Corp. As a fine. Why A Corp? Oh wait, no. A Corporation? Okay, I thought you meant A Corporation instead of the corporation of A. It's confusing, I know, but why A Corp out of all places? Because that's the corporate in charge of managing and granting all patents. It's the head we're talking about. Oh! So, is A Corp the head? I believe that's what that would mean. In any case, if you can't pay the penalty by the 3rd warning, the claw will tear you down. Honestly, okay, I'm not gonna lie, the city and the copyright is kind of annoying, but I'm actually surprised by that. That's more generous than fucking Nintendo. Nintendo's like, oh my god, you had a frame of Mario and something? Cease and desist, get the fuck out of here. They at least give you 3 warnings. I straight thought if you use something, they were gonna immediately send an assassin towards you, I'm not gonna lie. That's actually surprising in this city. To tell you the truth, yes, I'm the daughter of a small workshop owner. My father dreamed to make his little band famous one day. Its name was... sorry, I don't feel like saying it out loud. It's long gone, so you'll get nothing, even if you look for it. That's right. As I explained moments ago, if you can't spit out the money you illegitimately earned for manufacturing or selling products using stolen technology, punishment awaits. A, B, and C Corp are the head, I, and claw. Ooh. A Corp is the head, though it's also B and C. Okay. That's actually good to know. I was talking about the tattoo. I read somewhere that this method can be used to apply electrodes and something like an NFC tattoo. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. Maybe I should get a tattoo. I mean, maybe. A, arbiters, B, beholders, the eyes, and C, claws. That makes a lot of sense. God, wow, okay, that makes a lot of sense. Wow, It also reminds me of the time when somebody pointed out that A, B, and C go A for Ain and B for Benjamin, C for Carmen. I never actually noticed how all their names make out A, B, and C until I finished Lobotomy Corporation. There's just some shit I completely miss. It's whatever. Wait, please listen to my story to the end, alright Titus. My father was a victim of fraud. His friend gave him a technology and asked him to make weapons for his office out of it. So he made them per his request. He didn't even realize that the technology was stolen from someone else. He'd already sent the weapons to the office, and when he was waiting for his friend to test them out and transfer the payment, a cease and desist was sent. You can guess the rest of the story. One day I will learn to type fast. Oh, I still use like 2-finger typing method, dude. I completely feel you. Although even if you type slow, there's still like a 20-second delay, so yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, I still use like 2 fingers. You would think after, you know, typing for a while now, I would maybe use at the very least 3, but such things have escaped me. Mio and I are old friends. Dude, do not bring the Mio into the story. I don't want to see her die. We're probably gonna have to kill her. I know the story's leading up to that, but like, I want to, you know, ostrich method of approach. I want to just forget that. So just don't talk about your goddamn friends. I honestly don't remember how our first meeting went, other than being Backstreet's buddies, but nah. That just goes to show how long our friendship's been, don't it? And we killed a friend. Oh god, fuck. We've done requests together, been in life or death situations together. We'd been too busy to contact each other often ever since I moved to this office. But then Mio called me out for a date one day. Even when I type fast, I mess up, so taking your time has been. Yeah, that's true. Maybe it was because I got to drink with my old friend after a long while. Or maybe it was the honor of having a seat with the famous captain of the rabbit team. But I was in a mighty good mood. I was taking swig after swig of booze. Rain would have scolded me for sure if I went back drunk as a broom. What? Drunk as a broom? I have never once heard that. It's drunk as a fish. Yeah. It is what it is. I felt that. But that happens all the time anyway. Wait, what? Oh, but that happens all the time anyway. So I didn't care much. How's it going? So, how about you? Same as you last. After some meaningless chatters, Mio gasped like she remembered something and started skimming through her fanny pack. Then she shot me a stealthy look. Psst, Olga, come closer. We don't want anyone peeping at us, so stick right next to me and stay quiet. You're the noisiest one here, and you already stick out like a sore thumb, so just say it already. You're not a woman of style, are you? It's more fun to talk like we're secret agents exchanging confidential info when we're discussing topics like this. And she said that with an exclamation point. Gotcha. It's stylish that way. Forget it. Our corp has been investigating something of late. Are you giving work to our office, or are you just bragging? By the way, I guess it's pretty serious if our corp is paying enough attention to whatever that is. Just how big is it? Oh, I heard people have been going missing lately. Does it have anything to do with that, or is there no information about Molar office and what they do? Oh, that is true, huh? Oh my god, that is totally fucking true. Huh. No, actually, no, fuck it. I'm gonna fuck up, but maybe Rain will. Shut up and listen for a sec. You always have too much to say. Here's a deal, Olga. You've got a lush grassland to show you, so graze it to your heart's content and bring some of its veggies for me. How's it sound? Okay, that sounds weird, but alright. Some words she chose. I clicked to me tongue, apparently she's British, and took a close look at the black card and warp train tickets. Mio pushed to my side before drinking off my glass and agreeing to give it a go. I wouldn't have taken it if I'd known it would bring us to this complete lunacy. The dentist wandering around fixing clients' teeth at the spot. Yeah, probably. We already got info about them in the art book, I think. With chainsaw? I know, okay, that the delay makes it so I don't know what that chainsaw is, but... Oh, fixing the teeth with what chainsaws? Ah, now I see. I mean... Yeah, you could. I mean, it sounds like the dentist always pulls out a fucking chainsaw. Oh god, I'm gonna have to go to the dentist in November. That's when Endwalker releases. I don't want to have to get my fucking teeth cleaned and then feel like I just got violated by the dentist as I go in to play Endwalker. Yeah, whatever. Get more of an Irish feel from Molar, to be honest. It's true. I could see it had been Olga. I don't know what Mika's meant to be. I don't know. And Rain... Yeah, Rain looks like a standard NPC, I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's the type of man you would see in a Persona crab, you know? You'd be playing a Persona game, you'd see him off to the side and think nothing of it. When an office accepts a request, an official deed of contract must be drawn up before the case can be dealt with. It sounds big, but it's basically just a mutual promise. I think it's consideration in legal terms. The client will pay a certain amount of money as a reward, and the fixers will do their best to resolve the case. They're plain and natural clauses for the most part. It seems people in the city are more prone to breaking promises as simple as those without a contract to bind them, though. A lot of information, even crucial ones, are locked in the library or in the art book. I don't want to have to buy the art book. Maybe I could Google it. Although I honestly, yeah, I should probably save that till after finishing the game, if anything, because I would imagine the art book would hold a lot of spoilers. In any case, contracts serve as physical evidence to prove our performance and secure our payment when we submit reports to the association. Without a contract, there's no assurance that we'll score a record for our career or get our due payment. To give you an example, Big Sis resolved a huge case the other day, but we got absolutely nothing out of it because she forgot to sign a contract for it. God damn it. Requests made by the wings are quite different from those assigned by the associations in several aspects. You'll be made the envy of everyone once you get a request from a wing. First of all, a wing commissioning a regular office indicates that the office has been recognized to be worthy of its trust, and that alone can be a significant achievement. Art book, yeah. You'll have something to brag about to other fixers, and the payment is big as well. A single request from a wing resolved. A single request from a winged resolve can keep us afloat for 3 months minimum. If I must be honest, however, I am rather unnerved. As rewarding as the work given by wings can be, there's significant risk associated with it. Imagine how dangerous and difficult this mission may be if R-Corp, a wing specializing in combat, requested us to resolve it for them. Big Sis happily accepted the job, though I still can't help but be a little worried. Still, I hope it goes well. Spoiler, did not go well for them. They got fucking eviscerated, dude. They did put up a good fight, though. So, wait, what's other? No. Okay. I'll pose the question onto if these are actually important, then I'll read Streetlight Office, and then go back to those if they actually are important. Alright, Mars Bar, your page was fucking beautiful, mate. What have you got out to me? My mother was a fixer with a high grade that every one of my peers would dream of reaching. She was the envy of all, a radiant individual who received endless supplies of various expensive equipment, and garnered constant recruit offers from other offices. Does that mean I had a safe, comfortable childhood, under the care and wealth of such a wonderful person? Had that been the case, I would have already earned a position in one of the wings already. Being the son of a high-ranked fixer, I was often targeted by syndicates opposing her, and my mother's acquaintances held high expectations for me. What's your threat level? I just reached Urban Plague, but I haven't done anything in Urban Plague. So yeah, I'm just Urban Plague. All pages hold order? Okay, so I'm gonna have to go through it. Alright. But yeah, I haven't done anything in Urban Plague. Hopefully tomorrow I could just play through it all at once, because I really am interested in Urban Plague. Namely in the far right story, but I heard I should start from the left, so I'll do that. Although I really am interested in the far right story. So no idea who Mars' mother is to this day. Alright. Oh, wait, really don't? Huh. I was thinking like she would jump in and we would have to fight her or something. Mother's Pierre? Do not put that evil on him. Do not... My man did not die for that, Jesus. He does not deserve that. At first, I was okay with her expectations. I was already dreaming to follow the path of my mother. In fact, I was hoping to live up to it and hear compliments such as, "I knew you could make it," from others. Yes, I'm going to become a great fixer just like my mother. Then she'll be proud of me one day, right? She'll proudly say, "That's my boy." in front of the others. I don't know why she sounds like a man, but it's besides the point. I studied hard day after day, taking no breaks in between. Countless times I held my sword with a strong resolve, and many days I spent weeping alone. Even if I faced setbacks and failures, I believed I could overcome them and stand strong, like the protagonist of a movie. As if I could actually be someone great. Here, secretly a high-grade fixer, Hook'em's just a hop. No, we are not immortalizing her, no. No. Pierre deserves to die like the side character she was. She got like one cutscene. The cannibals do not deserve more, I'm sorry. Rip out to any cannibals who may view me. Don't eat me because I said such things, you know? Like, it is what it is. But in the end, I grew into an ordinary aspiring fixer, and I learned that I was only an average person with no talent to show off. When I entered an ordinary office with my ordinary capabilities, my mother seemed very glad to hear the news. She said an associate office of the Zwei is a good start, and that I'll certainly be able to become successful if I work my way up slowly. However, I was greatly disappointed in myself, and I couldn't look my mother in the eyes until I said my final goodbyes and left the house. So, okay. You know, honestly, I mean, he's a bit too harsh on himself. He's wielding fucking Cloud Strife's sword, and he has like 2 dice, so he deserves a bit more, you feel me? Like, yeah. I mean, it's better than her fucking... What the fuck is that? It's it's deadass literally like the thing that stops you in front of a fucking toll road. She like picked that up, taped it to like the stick of a bat and went, yeah, that's a good weapon. This is a good weapon. He brought that shit to the fucking fight. You can't even see the blade because of how big it is. She brought like an ordinary thing she probably fucking picked out of the goddamn garbage can. Dude, Mars, like, he should have had better friends, goddamn. Ugh, crap. Another day without work. Fantastic. There's got to be some case for us to take care of, like fly tipping or something. I'm gonna forget how to move at this rate. If I told my friends about this, they're so gonna whine like, well, isn't it a good thing they have a lot of free time, or you're well off, we're about to starve from the lack of requests. Those dummies. Think about it for a moment. You need results to promote to better fixer grades and see some growth in your office, right? And that's going to lead to a higher income for us. For now, I'm working with my boss, Sam, and some dork shaped like a ball of rice cake. I'm using that. I'm stealing that one. That's good, actually. A flaming bat? Okay, it may heat up, but like, it loses points for drip. Actually, she does not have good cover on it. She will burn her own hands. Okay, it may be flaming and all that, which... Okay, I mean, that's kind of cool, like, on paper. But, like, fashion over function all the goddamn time, dude. Like, that does not fit the fashion grade, I'm not gonna lie. Dear God, you corrected. It does look like a fucking bee stick. Yeah, I actually got a point. Shit, where was I? Yeah. And that's gonna lead to a higher income for us. For now, I'm working with my oh shit, I read that, goddammit. But things could be better than this in the future, yeah? It's not like I have problems with my coworkers. I'm talking about stuff like weapons and office interior. You know, those kind of things. You get what I mean. And now just friends? Oh god, you live a sad existence. God damn, he looks like a child from Alabama. I'm gonna pray out to you, dude. I'm so sorry. If you're from Alabama, I don't mean it. I'm sure it's a wonderful place. Probably. Seems rather cheap compared to other workshops. Flaming weapons. Ooh, there's more flaming weapons. Actually, no. Speaking of fucking flaming, the Zhao. I don't know who that person is or what they're gonna bring to the table, but goddamn, I'm sure they're gonna bring some fucking shit, dude. Like, I cannot wait for that fight. I'll probably have to fight them, so I'm gonna be getting my ass kicked, but beyond that, it'll be amazing. A peacekeeping office provides protection for requested territories for a certain period of time. Lulu's is one of those offices. What are they protecting against, you may ask? The city, obviously. What I'm saying is, their job is to keep the area safe from all sorts of happenings and incidents that occur in the city. Of course, there won't be much to do if the area is too small or peaceful. Rip friend number 2, your page will be missed. Oh shit. Damn it. You know what? Friend number 2 doesn't matter. Listen, they're not important to the story. Maybe I should pull that after a while, but man, compared to us who have to wait indefinitely for someone to make a request, Lulu's living a good life. At least she does something, and they don't have to worry about starving to death, even if they don't get requests. Actually, wait. Does page 2 exist or no? Because if it does, I'm actually surprised that I missed it. I don't know. I'll have to see. As her friend, it's unfortunate that Lulu is struck with grief. I don't have any tears to shed for her though. I've got my share of rough experiences. You definitely do. Dude, you're like a fully grown man, but you look like a baby. Like some people bald works, you have like 8 fucking head going on there and you look like a newborn child. Oh god, I am so... Jesus Christ, I'm so sad for you. Oh, remove page 2 at some point? Alright. Then it won't be missed. Page 2 can burn now then. It's whatever. I feel bad for page 3 though, that is a pitiful existence. I'm just not sharing it with others. Well, I did say I'll help her out, but the truth is, my office figured that we could find plenty of valuable loot in the library, and that's pretty tempting. The other one is probably thinking the same thing as me. I mean, what dummy would actually head to such a dangerous place motivated purely by a friend's sob story? That kind of intimate and deep relationship is long gone from this world, especially in this business. That's why I can't understand Lulu. Sure, let's say that her colleague died there. Even then, she should be valuing her own life, shouldn't she? She can be so stupid at times. Well, I have to go in with her anyway. Yeah, okay, you're kind of stupid as well if you went in with her. Yeah, I mean, Lulu definitely was stupid for doing that. Because why go into like, you got your ass kicked when you were with your strong ass friends. You're taking NPC 3 over here and going like, he'll aid me in this fight. Obviously he will not. And then you're gonna like split up your forces. I mean, the anger I understand, but it's still a pretty shit game plan. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm just throwing that one out there. Now I can't have Lulu's reverse harem. Yeah, actually I'm curious why page 2 got removed. Maybe they just didn't really have anything forward, but... No, even then that's strange. Why not get rid of page 3 so it's not like... whatever. An associate office is one that is in a... Why did I blank on that word? Cooperative relationship with one of the associations. The advantage of this designation is that its fixers will not have to worry about starving, since they're paid a stable salary. No one knows. Damn, will be forever missed. And that the office simply has to handle the task given by the association with proficiency, rather than having to deal with clients and accept their requests as ordinary offices do. Spending days without any incident happening in the area, designated for peacekeeping, can be admittedly boring, though it's a blessing to have such a peaceful day in the city. I was grateful to have such serenity each day, reasoning with Lulu's occasional complaints. Yeah, I mean, they were living the good life prior to their death, that is, but they were still living like the good life. Aside from being, like, living in a nest, you know? Kinda funny though, that sun is a blue page and Lulu and Mars are much higher. That's true. We killed, like, the fucking Giga Chat first. Like, after Mars, they had fuck all against us, you feel me? Like, Mars was just the best page. Is boredom the only downside of being an associate office? That's not quite true, because we're under the direct command of the association. We're forced to take on any undesirable tasks they give, even if it carries the risk of wiping out the office. I can't blame the association, so I only have myself to fault for failing to save my guys. I haven't had either breakfast or lunch, but for some reason don't feel hungry at all. Breakfast, they are social constructs, they do not exist. I'm just trying to say that to help you like not starve to death. I don't know. I don't really eat breakfast that much either. I also actually don't even eat that much. It depends on what I'm doing. If I have shit to do in the day, then I'm not gonna eat like anything. Because I was just focused on playing games, deadass I went like days eating one bit of food. And I'm like 6'3" and weigh like 175 pounds. So I'd go days without like eating any food, but if I was bored, I'd eat fucking anything, you know? Because I'll just spend my time eating. but I think makes up for it by being obtainable only at Urban Legend. So I'm thinking, we only got that left, and I read through that, and that. So I'll read through that, finish up those two, and then I think that'll be it for this Credenza. And then next one I'll have like more to read through, because I plan to finish Urban Plague if I can. And then definitely that'll be the general invitations, really interested in those. Should at least eat breakfast, my guy. Papyrus page? What's Papyrus page? Same, last time I had breakfast was about 6 years ago. Yeah. The only times I would really eat breakfast was like when I went to school, like before I went to school. Just so I, my stomach didn't go like gorillas bananas in class, but other than that, generally I just don't. Really, does being a fixer sound cool to you? I suppose it seems nicer than the likes of rats swarming about in the back streets. It does have a professional charm to it too. But this is a tough job, I tell you. It might be better for you to try and enter a small company to do desk work instead. If you really believe that fixers are cool, then let me tell you something. Hold on, brother. Need to drink water. I'm dying. There we go. Slight bit of hydration. Fixers have to risk their lives at every moment. I know, it sounds silly. Everyone always struggles and fights for their life. So what's so special about us? But at least you won't have to hear of your friend's death while you're having lunch. You pack your favorite food, savor its taste, and when you're about to swallow it, know how it feels to choke on it? What? No. Your friend's head suddenly rolls over to your feet. Things just happen like that. Syndicate grunts rush into your office all of a sudden, heads are blown off, and a gruesome fight breaks out. It's the so-called office raid. That sounds fucking terrible. It's funny, sometimes notice that after breakfast I want to eat more. That's understandable. That's why whenever I eat, I try to eat like a lot at once. So like if I go to eat some chicken nuggets, I'll take like a shit ton of them. I go to make some pierogies, I'm making like 21 pierogies. I like to get all my eating done at once, so I don't feel like, oh, maybe a bit more, you know? I like to cut out on as much time as possible. Are you still not convinced? Syndicate or fixer? Once you set foot in this business, all the things will bind you like shackles, slowly dragging you to the bottom. The sheer weight is going to tire you, and you'd no longer be willing to go back up. Go back and think again carefully. It's not too late for you to make the right choice. I mean, honestly thinking about it, in this world I feel as though being like a fixer or something would honestly be the best choice. Because I know you are getting thrown into like a lot of combat, but at the very least you're going to become stronger, right? Like you're putting some thought into becoming stronger. Whilst if you're like an office worker, dude, you're like a fucking IT guy, like a desk clerk. You're gonna get your ass kicked, you know? Like if you look at Gyeong-mi and his fucking tattoos, you'll fucking shit your pants, you know? That's why I would like to be a fixer and get like some amount of strength, you feel me? Really, does being a fixer sound cool to you? Well, I mean, I did just say yes, so I suppose it seems nicer than likes of rats swarming about in the back streets. It does have a professional charm to it too. But this is a tough job, I tell you. It might be better for you to try and enter a small company to do desk work instead. Do not underestimate my capabilities. I'm sure at the very least I won't die like in the first act, do you feel me? I'll be like second act fodder, or at the very least. If you really believe that fixers are cool, then let me tell you something. Fixers have to risk their lives at every moment. I know, it sounds silly. Wait, hold on. Hold on. God damn it. Motherfucker. A very familiar part of the story. Is it just me or did the lobotomy staff say something similar? What is that in relation to? Lobotomy staff? I don't know, the delay is messing me up a bit. But I'm curious to see what that's in relation to. Who said a fixer is a free man? Must have been some no-good show-off who told you that. Kid, that's just our dream and nothing more. Fixers are managed by offices. Most of our jobs come from the requests of the offices get, so we're virtually out of the work without them. And offices are managed by the 12 associations, and the top of those 12 is the Hana Association. Our lives are subordinate to layer upon layer of hierarchy. I'd love to hear what that supposed freedom is according to them, because I don't see it. Lockup. It is though. It deadass is. I don't listen. They got rid of like Lulu Friend 2 page. Like I don't know why they deleted that person from existence, but deadass you're like, nah. Let's just put the same shit in. Yeah. When you get your agent rank 4 or 5, I think. Oh, so like a little quote. All right. There's one way to achieve that pipe dream. A fixer's freedom is only truly complete when they are given a color from the Hana Association. Don't go around proclaiming that you'll become one of the colors, though. You think it's really easy to break free from these massive fetters? Interesting. Person's got the baby face going on. They also got the fucking kiss hair following that shit up. They got the calfskin leather jacket and the fucking Marauder's axe as well. Dude, what the fuck? That is so much different. I mean, hey, you have good shit. At the very least, you look better than Lulu. Like, I'll give you that. About the dining room? Okay. So about like getting the storm in? Alright. No, yeah, I think I pieced it together. Okay, now I feel you. Our syndicate's well acquainted with the guys at Hook Office. We used to chop and rip and tear together before they moved on to fixer business. I mean, the face is cute, the rest of it, not really. No. Yeah, I wouldn't call the leather jacket cute. Face, kinda though. Look like they're holding the axe for the... That's true, that... Motherfucker fresh out of Walmart with that shit. We were the best buddies. The two syndicates had a wonderful time with each other. We still do help them out sometimes nowadays. You thought fixers and syndicates were enemies for life? Well, you could say it's a long-standing love-hate relationship. Usually, a syndicate causes a scene and fixers come over to take care of it. But think about it for a sec. If syndicates didn't exist, more than half of all offices would be out of jobs. Essentially unemployed, you get it? It's a symbiotic relationship right there. So don't be so cold to us. And some fixers often cooperate with syndicates to handle cases. You know, it's not like dogs and cats constantly fight each other when they're together, yeah? That sort of logic. We syndicates do the things fixers can't dare take care of. We heard some offices straight up ban killing people. What a bunch of pussies. Straight up ban killing people, even. Something about life being precious and whatevs. It's bullcrap. Anyway, that's how syndicates and fixers complement each other. There's some crooks you'd want dead for sure before they could complicate things, you see? You know, I wonder. Like, in this world, I do not trust anything that is like 100% peaceful, you feel me? So if there's an office where it's like, you cannot kill, that is against the rules and the laws, I do not trust that, I'm not gonna lie. This way is like they're more protection oriented, but they do know like about getting their hands dirty. But if there's like some shit going out there like white knighting it, going like, no, trust me, nothing would be bad. Like, we shall not kill anyone, we are noble and just people. I do not trust that shit for a second. Like, this world has got me fucked up, you feel me? Man, talking about him makes me miss my old friends. Don't get to meet those pals often these days. Might as well storm Hook Office this time around. See some familiar faces. Okay, now see, that person looks fucking experienced. God damn. Okay, that is like a difference right there. Like, that is a newbie right there. They even got, oh my god. How did I not notice that? Dude, the top of their hair looks like shit. Motherfucker walked into the barbershop. Well, hey, yo, so I was walking my dog today. Look what he just did. The barber's like, say less. I gotcha. Oh, is that an album of Kiss you got? Alright, I'll combine the two. Got shit for hair and a fucking kiss hair. And fucking like the rest of its kiss hair. Goddamn. It's a tomahawk? Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah, it is a tomahawk. It still looks really fucking cool though. And they got like commas for hair, so that's better. It works. If you think syndicates are nothing more than gangs of ugly and bad guys, then let me tell you that's an outdated bias. Of course, we're freer than fixers who have to follow orders and requests from associations. Yeah, they got poo hair. It's true. Zora inspired me to write my own, including my own take on cannibal restaurants. Please tell me your take does not mean like, oh, cannibal... Actually, okay, I would try at a cannibal restaurant. I would. Human jam's too much, but like, a little nibble on a forearm to try it out. I mean, come on, who wouldn't, right? If you would not take a bite out of another human being, you are simply lying to yourself and the world. Curiosity caused the cannibalism to manifest. And I would fully go into that shit. Just like a little nibble, little piece, nothing much. A lot of us kill people and do some wicked shit for the sake of cash. I'll give you that. But others aren't too different from your average fixers, I'm telling you. We get requests and solve problems, though our group's morale compass is tilted a bit to the dark side. So I can't give you a good example myself. Right, some syndicates actually do heroic stuff. Syndicates hunting syndicates. I ask them, oh man, why aren't you guys just becoming fixers instead? And they said they don't really feel like it, since they don't really want to get entangled in formal stuff. And there's just too much to prepare to get a license and everything. Well, who's to say syndicates can't be the good guys, right? We're living as we like in the back streets. I mean, that's fair enough. So yeah, only these two. Alright, Brotherhood of Iron. I'm not too intrigued in your story, because I don't think like there would be anything too important. Well, probably one thing that's important, but the Brotherhood themselves, I think people who would take a bite of another person out of curiosity is morally compromised. Listen, I hear what you're saying, I understand it, but I disagree. I would take a bite out of a consenting human being. Like, you could live with a chunk of you missing, you... Okay, I probably am morally compromised. Like, yeah, I had a friend who, like, got bit by a dog. They have, like, an indent on their thigh of, like, a dog bite. They live on fine with that, you know? Like, the little bite, yeah, it would be nothing. They could grow it back, you know? Kinda wish I could read about abnormalities, too. Yeah, there's no way to read about abnormalities in this, to my knowledge, which is weird. I suppose they already told all the stories they had to tell in Lobotomy Corporation, but... I don't know. Strange. I frankly don't recommend replacing your entire body with a machine, especially with a cheap one. Aside from basic issues such as vulnerability to damage and creaking noises, cheap prosthetic bodies compromise too much. You're basically giving up all the joys of life. Can you imagine? You can't taste anything when you eat delicious food, and you can't feel the softness and coziness of a good bed. You can't feel anything get stuck in your body, be it a piece of paper or a knife. The head remembers those feelings, but you can't express them again. Could read most of the unknowns just in... Yeah, so if I become a robot, I can't eat a person and taste it. Shouldn't become a robot, just get the tattoos, much better. More humane, you feel me? There are ways to overcome it though. You can buy a desire stimulation chip and plug it into your brain, inject medication, or use other methods. They're just absurdly expensive. You're better off saving up for a more expensive prosthetic body if you really want your senses back. High quality, pricey bodies come with sensory organs. As I always say, it's all about money in this world. Yeah, that's true, that's true. What's your favorite food? That's the question I used to ask most when I still had a human body. I loved, like past tense, you can't really eat anymore, eating. Talking about food was a huge delight for me. We would share each other's tastes and preferences and sometimes head to a restaurant for a meal just like that. The story about syndicates so far makes it so they're not that bad. but seeing the thumbs and other syndicate story later on makes the statement like a complete lie. Yeah, it just looks like probably some of them are fine, but I don't trust anything in this fucking world, you know? Like, I don't trust anything. Like, I have already been conditioned to not trust shit. Even the library. Granted, in the library it's only like Angela and Binner that are evil, to our knowledge, and the abnormalities, but it's whatever. But now, my body's a machine, as you can see. I can't taste anything anymore. Thanks for pointing that out. Mo told me to stop dreaming about it. I still want to try some delicious foods though. Hot and flavorful, spicy and sweet, stuff like that. I guess this body is too cheap to restrain delusional thoughts like this. If we get more money and change our bodies to new ones, then maybe I'll be able to stop these stressful thoughts from getting in the way of my work. Maybe. Basically, only the low-grade syndicates have fun, guys. Yeah, that sounds about right. This fucking guy. Looks like R2-D2 over here fucking sprouted legs. Yeah, but I would imagine like the higher up you go, you just like have more shitty human beings. I suppose kind of like in real life. Isn't there some statistic out there like, it was like a good chunk of CEOs are actually psychopaths. Like, I don't remember the actual percentage, but like, if you're a psychopath, your chance to become a CEO is much higher. So like, I would imagine just the higher ups are filled with like, the absolute scum of the earth, like some real shit people. The head too, they're assholes. They govern the entire world. They're kinda shitty. You know what? Maybe the redemption Angela could have would be if we take down the head. I wouldn't exactly call her to be the best person in the world, but the head seems to be ruling over everything with like an iron fist. If we could inadvertently kill the head by working in the library, then, I mean, that'd be a good thing. Maybe. The city consists of 25 nests and 25 districts of the back streets that surrounds those nests. And countless offices and syndicates reside in the back streets. You know what's a surefire way for a syndicate to make a name for itself among all the competitors? The simplest method is office raiding. You literally storm into an office and wreak havoc on it. I mean, it sounds kind of fun. You never know who will be the winner until you fight. It could stop at a good beating and one side surrendering, but some syndicates raid offices out of pure boredom and kill everyone. Each syndicate has its own way of operation. It goes without saying that the syndicate has more fame to gain out of raiding a high-grade office, filled with seasoned fixers. So the offices have to stay sharp at all times. But you'll also have to watch it. If you misjudge your opponents, you'll end up dead before you could try anything. Eat the rich, preferably literally. I mean, the rich would probably taste good considering the fact that they're rich. I mean, yeah, a large swath may have lost any morality upon rising up, though there are always those with kernels of, let's call it light. Yeah, hopefully there's some good people. I want some hope in this world. Although actually, now that I remember it, not that I looked this up and know it out of like no reason, but, I mean, vegans probably taste amazing. That's where, okay, now, JoJo Part 6, that brought up the concept, that's where I remember it. Yeah, all I'm saying is vegans, if I'm to eat a human, not that I would, but if I were to, under that theoretical situation, vegans would taste the best. So like, hopefully those rich people decide like, I'm not gonna eat meat and they just eat like grass or some shit, like, hopefully, that's all I'm saying. You never know who will be the winner to wait. I already read that, checkmate. I figured it out this time around. Alright, this should be the last one. Let's read fucking Jason over here. It's not entirely impossible for a syndicate member to engage in a fixer work or vice versa. It's a pretty common occurrence actually. If you have the skills to back yourself up, multiple organizations will make sweet offers to recruit you. What matters the most here is the relationships you've built. Your fate depends on the things you've done, or karma, in other words. Do not spoil, please. I do feel the urge though whenever I do like have a friend playing through a game. It's tempting. I had my friend play through Chaos Child recently. Boy, that shit was tempting to not spoil. Like it was tempting to spoil it. We didn't start out as fixers at the beginning. No, we were in fact part of a homicidal syndicate. Homicidal syndicate. So one just focused on killing. It's kind of fucked up. Just see how intimidating we look. It's got a point. It's got a point. We used to be murder for hire in District 23. Fucking course, District 23. It was a small syndicate ran by Naoki and I, and a few others, but our influence started to expand bit by bit since the young and talented Taiyan joined us. Our current boss was originally the representative of an office we raided. They visited us once they heard that we shredded their fixers brutally and hung their ragged corpses on the streets like scarecrows. God damn, this fucking game. Healthy meat would be good. Yeah, it's true. Said they'll need people like us. I thought they were just freaky with weird tastes, but looking back now, I get why they chose us. It's a strategy. Each office does all kinds of sensational stunts to attract the attention of potential clients in this oversaturated market. They hold radical events such as pay for one request, get one free. Does it even get one, pay for one, get one free? You pay for one murder, you get the other murder for free. Yeah, good shit. Goddamn. Or group weapons into different grades and offer a free exchange for one of their most expensive ones. And the gullible clients fall for it. They don't know how much more that 1+1 deal actually costs, or it has limitations on the grades of requests you can make. They don't bother looking up to check if the top grade weapons are in fact used ones. Seems our boss didn't want to add lies to this industry that's already full of filthy schemes. But they saw to catch people's eyes somehow, and this is the result. Hire guys like us and proudly advertise it. Fixers from a former killer syndicate will tear things up for you. You can count on us. Hang up a slogan like this, people will get hooked up, if that suits their taste, that is. That is true, that is some good advertising. Oh damn, you saying like fuck off. I gotta say though, out of everyone, he probably has like the best trip so far. Like that is, maybe it's the size and I'm just a bit biased, but like that is some good drip. How's my new weapon? Isn't it sick? Union Co. is the go-to workshop brand for ready-made bionic weapons and equipment. The prices are pretty reasonable compared to most procedures and workshop weapons too. On top of superb performance, you can replace or attach them easily without having to worry about allergies. So it's pretty damn handy, see? I feel like it could be easily abused. Kill one no-name guy and kill a CEO of a huge corporate freak. Yeah, but they probably do have like you know, like, oh, you can't kill above this grade, you know, like hire for a grade 6. Can't go like to a grade 5, you know? Although, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's kind of like how buy one get ones for free are. Like, fucking EB games on, what's it, like, Boxing Day? Dude, some of their deals are shitty. That's not, like, they have some buy one get one for free, but it's literally like, buy an $80 game, go over to like the bargain bin of like the fucking age-old games, like on the PlayStation 3 or some shit, and get one of those for free. It's like, dude, come on, you know? No, bionic equipment is pretty simple. It's like a weapon you attach to your body. It's not at all scary or dangerous, though. It could feel a little bit awkward when you use it for the first time. In my case, I accidentally ripped Naoki's clothes while walking by, and cut my own cheek when I flayed it out of frustration. But now that I've gotten used to it, I feel as if I have 3 hands. Not 4? If you have trouble finding the perfect procedure or weapon for you, try bionic equipment. I guarantee it's good. Oh my god, this shit's all an advertisement. Summer promotion did not work in stores. Looked at me like a fool. Wait, what do you mean? Wait, oh, that's like the Mio shit. So like, you went in there with like a buy one get one free, and then they just like, oh, like did you try to get like another one that's like the same price, and they're like, dude, that's not how we do business here. We try to rip you off all the time. There's a huge variety of workshops. As diverse as syndicates and fixers are, weapons need individuality to stand out in this day and age. Old-fashioned swords or guns won't stand a chance against modern weapons, loaded with new technology. I bet. From cheap and common gear to bionic equipment like the one Taeyeon's using, to equipment with ridiculous abilities that's almost indistinguishable from magic. Don't get too hyped though. More options means you need to be more cautious about choosing the right one for you. If you have the time and money, you can buy them all and test them out at your leisure, but we have neither, do we? Don't just buy the things others recommend without doing your own research. Though, that's one of the stupidest things you could do. Might fit them, but that doesn't necessarily mean you'll have a good time with it. So confident that you could wield them well? Get real, buddy. Goddamn thirsty. Oh, like that? Alright, gotcha. But yeah, always look into what you buy, especially off of fucking Amazon. When I was looking into mics to buy, I looked up this one. You know what fucking happened? I went on the page to buy it, and it showed a video about a stream for the mic. I decided to click on that because it's like, oh, it's somebody using the mic. It'll be like the best way to tell. The guy was playing a game where if you make noise, the monster that immediately kills you is attracted towards you. And this man was doing a product placement for a fucking mic that he couldn't use by virtue of the game he chose himself to play. And then when he did speak to tell people in chat, he put the mic as close to his face, must have had the gain at a fucking 1000, and shouted into it. I was like, dear God. I would sue that man for defamation if he was like covering one of my products. That is like the shittiest thing out there. That was like the worst showcase of a microphone out there. Workshop equipment is not your average weaponry. So before you choose your weapon, observe others carefully. See if any workshop products might suit you. Having keen eyes is all a part of our skills. Guess why people chose us and our office out of all the tough fixers out there? Back when we were still part of the Killer Syndicate, we got a client asking for us to hunt down some crazed syndicate. They were shaking like a drenched rat as they came in. I suppose they were scared of places like this. They had us to catch the wicked criminals kidnapping people in the parts of the streets they live in. We had one question though. It's nice that they're giving us a job, but why ask a syndicate like ours instead of going to the Zwei or other offices that are better suited for handling public safety issues? And they said they didn't try to request an office at first, with the money raised by their neighbors. Yeah, honestly, that was like the worst. Yeah, that intelligence -50. Yeah, I completely agree. That was like the world's worst advertising. Like, goddamn, that's gonna scar me for the rest of my existence. But then the office asked for a ridiculous sum of money, claiming that there's much preparation they need to take before they can uproot a whole syndicate. Poor fella begged for help, but the office personnel didn't even flinch. Well, money is the only thing that gets fixers moving, so that's understandable. And I think their friend recommended us to them while they were looking for another way, if I remember it right. Introduced us as a trustworthy syndicate, so they came all the way to our hideout. Trustworthy syndicate. It's a shame, really. I can still remember the client's head staring daggers at me, hanging from the top of a power pole. The syndicate paid us more cash. What can I do about it? We don't write official contracts or anything, so the highest bidder gets our favor. No use glaring at me like that, pal. We were told by our new client to hang their head and guts out in the streets, to make an example of them. Those sick fucks even use some kind of singularity to keep them alive. Okay, fucking God. Jesus. Poor bastard. Should have requested an office in the first place somehow. This fucking universe. But yeah, that was a lot of reading. Like, goddamn a lot. And my phone's about to die, so it's about time to wrap this up. I can't wait to play tomorrow and get like into Urban Plague, which is right here. I'm really intrigued, namely in this story the most, because I see that book Olga, book of Molar office. That's like the most intriguing to me. But yeah, I don't know how far I am in the game right now. Hopefully I'm not too far because I am really enjoying my time. But yeah, I doubt I'm actually that far in it. Yeah, in case there's anything I'm missing, I'll wait for the chat to catch up, but I doubt there is. So in the meantime, I'll just burn a couple of pages before I'm ending the stream. Oh, Jesus Christ, I have a fucking ton of those. Rip Lulu friend too. Yeah, that person's never gonna exist at this point. I don't know who they crossed, but goddamn, that was terrible for them. Their story will not be remembered. Wait, are YouTube videos actually up to date with your present progress? What I'm trying to do is like, in the past, I would play like a shit ton of the game, and then like, you know, record and upload it, or edit and upload it. But I'm trying to like keep it more in line now because I'm doing these streams. Like when I played Lobotomy Corporation, I was playing it every night because I just love playing the game, and I got so many clips to the point where I stopped playing the game for like a month, and in that month I was still uploading daily because I had that many clips. And I'm also feeling like the same to this game. Like I really want to play it, but I'm just making myself like stagger it so I don't go terribly far into the recordings, and then any advice I may hear is just absolutely worthless, you know? So I just try to play like a lot in one batch of a day, and then just call it to be enough. And then I think the day prior to recording, I'll just do a Credenza stream. Is what I generally have planned out. Like an 8th? Okay, that's good. That's good. I don't want to be terribly far in the game. An 8th. Alright. Forgot about that. Alright, but yeah, I'm pretty sure now the stream's more or less caught up with where I am, so like there's not really much else for me to do. So yeah, I mean these streams are actually really fun to do. Really nothing for hard, I do not use it that often. But yeah, I'm just gonna wrap it up now. Alright, well, good shit. I'm not gonna get your 4th one for a fucking while, huh? That was a lot of reading. I've come to ask if the chat was working. If the chat was working. Oh. I mean, yeah, the chat's working. But guys, stay away. Spoilers. Goddamn. Fuck. Dog, play Lobotomy Corporation. Don't get spoiled. Well, more like 2/3 of an 8th if I'm being more real. Well, that's even better. Yeah, that's even better.